If you're a fan of British comedy, you may have heard of the new Dad's Army film, which is due for release in a couple of days and stars the cream of British acting. Toby Jones, Bill Nighy and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's based on a popular sitcom from the 1970s. Dad's Army tells the story of the Home Guard, specifically the platoon based at the fictional town of Warmington-on-Sea. The Home Guard was a volunteer force in the Second World War. It was made up of men who were too old, too young, or too sick to join the regular army. Had Hitler ever succeeded in invading Britain, the Home Guard would have been the last line of defence. The new movie seems to have the thumbs up from the Dad's Army Appreciation Society, and yes, that exists, but not all critics are impressed. But that doesn't matter because it has Catherine Zeta-Jones in it. Anyway, since it's set during the Second World War, there is some German spoken. One of the lines featured in the official trailer is spoken by Private Godfrey, played by the great Michael Gambon. You know, Dumbledore.
I speak a little German. One of my nannies was from Leipzig. Putzen mal sehr Zähne, mein Enkel.
What did you say, Godfrey?
Have you brushed your teeth, my angel?
I can't quite make out what Godfrey is saying here, but it doesn't sound grammatically correct. For one thing, it's certainly not a question. Most of the words are there, putzen, Zähne, mein Engel, but the way they're put together doesn't make much sense. Let's not blame the scriptwriters though. Godfrey is a frail old man, always polite and helpful, but his memory isn't what it used to be. What he should have said was, Hast du dir die Zähne geputzt, mein Engel? In German, you don't generally say your teeth. You say the teeth belonging to you. And to do that, you need a dative reflexive pronoun. Now, if you've just started learning reflexive verbs in German, that can be a bit difficult and confusing. Normally, reflexive pronouns are accusative, but this one is dative. The rule of thumb is this. If you can translate the reflexive pronoun using self, so myself, yourself, himself, herself, and so on, then it's accusative. If you can't, it's dative. Have you brushed yourself teeth doesn't make sense, so we need a dative here. Now, German reflexive verbs are way too complicated for this video and in fact way too complicated for this channel, but if you are learning German and you're a bit stuck on reflexive verbs, Katja at the Deutsch für euch channel has an actual tutorial. Yes, German can be a tough language to learn at times, but in the words of the immortal Lance Corporal Jones, don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not send me a postcard? Here's the address. Or visit Rewboss.com, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my blog. Catherine Zeta-Jones! Catherine Zeta-Jones! Catherine Zeta-Jones! Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones.